Hey there, Soul Shines, it's Michelle here, and it is a creative expressions video where we talk about works in progress, finished objects, acquired anything, life updates, whatever comes my way. There are always chapter links below, and if there's a pattern mentioned that has a link, I put that down below as well. So here's a little intro. Before we get going too far, so I don't forget, remember to hook that subscribe button, like the video, and leave some yarn, aka a comment in the comments. I love it when you guys talk to me. Seriously, it's my favorite thing when I get a notification. YouTube comment, yay! Yeah, let's get started with finished objects, I guess. So a while back, I followed a tutorial from Jada and Stitches for a dust mitt. I believe she used blanket yarn. I've used velvet yarn for mine, and it works fairly well, and I've liked having it and everything. But I got, I'll show you the end here. I got this stick thing, and it came with a little loopy thingy, but sometimes that's not available, and I'm like, I need a backup something. So I took some velvet yarn and I made a little floofy thingy. So this is like, so we can dust up high. So I learned how to do this loop stitch. I'd watched it once before. Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I have more stitches around the top than I did where I started. Partly because this yarn is dark, I couldn't see what I was doing, but also because it's like the velvet yarn, so I had no clue where my stitches were, and I'm not used to this loopy stitch, but I don't care. So it's like super loose up here. There's like that much space between the thing inside and the end here. Like I can pinch my finger there, and then up here it's tight around here. It doesn't matter. All it has to do is, this is a little snug for getting off and on this thing, but it's perfect. All it has to do is stay on there and we can dust with it. So I'm very excited about that. And then I only had a little bit of that yarn left, so I made like a mini mitt thing. I don't even know if I used the same pattern as JD used. Why do I have a loop here? I don't care. It's just a dust mat. I just was like, I'm just going to work until I can go back and forth. I did double crochets. And then, so I just did like a whole rectangle till I ran out. Then I folded it in half. I had enough not to keep going back and forth, but enough that I could go around the edge here and then tie it in. So that's what I did. I'm guessing that this loop is, yeah, I was going to say, I'm guessing it's an end. So it's an end, so I'll just tie it in a little better later. But yeah, those are done, and I'm excited to have that yarn gone because it's pretty, but it's that velvet stuff, so I don't love it. So that's my finished objects. Yay! And of course, I will find the link to Jada and Stitch's tutorial and leave that down below. What else? Guys, I'm so excited about the things that I've been doing. Let's start with this because it's on top. This is my tithing hat. So, not the last hat was green. No, the second to last hat was green, the last hat was blue. So I finished up the blue yarn and this. Now, I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell on here on the camera. I don't know. Maybe you can. I think it depends on your eyes and what you can see with colors. These colors are not exactly the same. I found another blue. I'm like, it's far enough away. It's for homeless people. They're not even going to notice. So, because when you just look at it, like, it's not obvious. When I put them next to each other, I can see slight variations in them. So slight. So, I'm really excited about it. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if I finished the gray yarn on this one and then I have another gray yarn, or if I'm so close. We will see. But I'm just working off and making a striped hat. Thought that'd be fun. So I'm really excited about this. Should be able to finish it this weekend. Maybe. This Sunday is my son's birthday. So might not, because we have birthday celebrations, and so we'll see. We'll see if I get further in this. But I'm excited about it. I think it is turning out super awesome. So that's the tithing hat. And if you don't know, they do go to the homeless. I think I mentioned that kind of briefly just a couple seconds ago, but I am making hats. I know I've got 2 hats there. And when I was looking for some stuff the other day, I know that I have at least 1 in my cupboard over here. I'm going to count them and put those ones with it, just to kind of keep everything together. I have not done anything more on a seahorses, and it's really sad because all I have to do is the face. But I got very excited about one of the projects. Not the next one I'm going to show you. I will show you it next. Or I'm going to show you the vortex shell. So here is my progress on the vortex shell. If I hold the center and I hold it out, oops, maybe. Where's the center? I had it. Where'd it go? There we go. Center and hold it out. It is a little bit bigger. Coming out to the side, it's actually a little bit harder to hold and not take off the things. Maybe if I go over here, so I'm not close to the ends, it will be a little easier. So it is a little bit harder to stretch it out to its full size. Like if I put it here, I definitely have some more to go before I feel like it will be a good shell length. Because I want it to be where in half, it goes out far. But let me show you between here and here. Got some good length between the things, the sections, so that's cool. And that was on mine. I haven't worked yet, so there's a little, like 1 stitch more on the side. Anyway, I'm excited. Still got plenty of yarn. This is the second one, and every once in a while I should read this off to you guys. It is wool-free lace from Premier Yarns, which each skein has 448 yards or 410 meters. It is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. 88% acrylic, 7% PBT, and 5% metallic. There is, I don't know if you can see it. See that sparkle? Yeah, I'm excited about it. This is very fun, and it definitely has some sparkle in it. I don't know, can I get, yeah, see, can you kind of see? It's got some sparkle and shimmer. It's so fun. I'm so excited. This has been way fun. This is yarn that Shannon sent me. She sent me quite a few, and she popped those in, even though I told her my favorite colors right now were blue and green. She still popped it in, and one of her comments said that she popped it in for a bit of color and was kind of pleased. I'm using it, so I'm excited. She thought I might, because the original Vortex shawl, one of the colors is red, and it is turning out very lovely. I'm liking that. So, yeah, I do like red. But I also, my favorite colors are kind of a blue. Oops, just lost that. I don't know. Not quite this. I don't know. It's the bluish, greenish. This is like, these glasses are one of my favorite green colors. So, and the blue is in a similar fashion, probably seafoam. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. My next project. This is why I have hardly gotten anything done on anything else, because yeah, I don't remember if I showed it last week, if I had started I think I'd started working on it last week. Originally I cast this project on. This is my grandson sweater. I had like this much, and it sat for months just sitting right here. And last week we had a week of fast where we weren't doing technology. I wasn't getting on computer games. I'm trying to do a little bit, like we have a no tech before noon going on at our house right now for the next, I guess it will be for another week, and then we have to figure out how we're working it around school. So probably will be school in the mornings, and then they can have some computer time. And then we're trying to do in the evenings not have tech, so that we're playing games or watching movies. Like, we can do movies as a family this week, but like, we're trying to kind of keep the mindless games and mindless things, so kind of keeping it into a window of time, which I've also been doing. I have not downloaded any games on my phone, and I have not downloaded, or I have not opened up the puzzle game on my computer, because I want to actually be doing this. So I've been listening to books. We've been reading Percy Jackson as a family. My daughter has been reading it out loud to us. That is some of my favorite time, is when we're just all sitting together listening to a book. It's just been really good. My son's been listening to one audio book with me, and that makes me happy that we have this thing going together. Because I've had things where it's like, watch certain shows with this kid and do certain things with this kid, but this one kid, I'm like super excited we got this little bit. So yeah. Because of that, I've been able to put my effort. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. Yeah, that sounded great. I was like, it looks like it's recording audio, but I had to make sure it was using the right mic. So I'm really excited, and let me just tell you. Here's the back. It is cast off, bound off, whatever. So I'm really excited about that. Look at that. I even worked the pattern up all the way the middle. Isn't that great? I'm so excited about it. So I've got the back. I worked the back and the two side panels all at once. So last night I finished the back, and this morning there's these little tabs off the top that I finished up this morning. Otherwise they were done last night. So I have both of those. On this one, it is marked. I marked on the row as I went across where the buttons went. And then on this side, that's where the buttonholes are. So wherever I put the buttonhole, then I would mark that row as I was going on the other side. So it was awesome. I liked that. It makes it so that they for sure are the same size. And then working all three together means that everything ended up coming off at the same size, because they're all supposed to end at the same height and that kind of thing. So it was awesome. Really, really, really excited, really proud. So let me tell you, technically there is enough of this gray. I could do the sleeves. One of my challenges with this is some people don't notice a difference in dye lots, but I do. My eyes see it. And I did not have all the same dye lots. And even though one of them is the same dye lot, it didn't look right. Like, the color looked wrong. So I picked the ones that, like, they look the same to me, and I technically would have enough of that color between all of the things to do the sleeves. So I could do the whole thing gray. However, I am seriously thinking, and probably will, I have this green. I just think that would be really fun to have green sleeves. Just this gray sweater with green sleeves. I think that would be fun. What do you think? I will probably have already cast on the sleeves no matter what, but I would like to hear your opinion. So if you think that the green sleeves would look cute, let me know. Probably will do it anyway. So let me tell you about this yarn, since I have the things. Oh, for the tithing hat, I use Caron Simply Soft, or something that feels the same, because they're mostly just scrap ball yarns. So this was from Yarn Bee, Cotton DK in the color Fog. I remember I got this as a Mystery Yarn Challenge yarn. So I'm pretty sure that these colors are not available. This one is the color Sage. So they are Cotton DK, and They're 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 235 yards or 216 meters, 100% cotton. And it's a size 3. Oh, I forgot to tell you the shawl is a size 1. Anyway, so I'm really excited. I love how it's turning out. I'm making so much progress. I need to find my smaller needle because for the bottom edge, I used a smaller needle. And then you move up for the top edge because that's what the directions said. But it also says to do that for the sleeves. So I need to find my smaller needles. I am going to be working both sleeves at the same time. I'm probably going to have to use magic loop. This time, those 3 panels were all worked flat. But when I was looking at the sleeves, if I'm not mistaken, they're worked in the round. So I'll probably have to use magic loop, which I'm really good at because I do that with socks. So I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm gonna check really quick over here on my Notion's dashboard to see what I'm missing. I will tell you that things we're making Thursday is granny squares. If you happen to be a knitter and you've never crocheted, granny squares is a great starter. I personally don't love granny squares, but as I said on my things we're making Thursday video that came out this last Thursday, I found a pattern to do mosaic in a granny square thing. So I'm going to try that out. Anyway, so there's that. I have a bag I haven't worked on, made mega progress on the cardigan. I'm so excited for the cardigan. And then as soon as this cardigan's done, I have the yarn ready to start my granddaughter's cardigan, which also came in a mystery yarn challenge. So that's going to be fun. I have not worked on my scarf. It's August, the very beginning of August. Oh, which means I need to show you socks. I'll have to pause and go get those. But I'm for sure probably need to make that an effort that I work on in September so that it's ready when it starts getting cooler in October and stuff. So, I mean, it gets cooler in September, but not necessarily scarf cooler. I have not been working on any random act of kindness things. I really want to, but I've been, and then I have a few things I haven't talked about or haven't been working on, like dishcloths that I'm going to make. My skirt is on hold. I have another project I'll be starting soon, but I'm going to pause this and go grab my socks to show you. Okay, I'm back. Got my fancy thing here, got here. So, I'm not sure where they're at lengthwise, but sorry, I have my needle in here because I'm trying to do the ends in. I think I've done the yellow ends in on both of them. I'm going to look in a second. So I've been working it up. So even though this is brown and this is burgundy, and from right now they kind of look the same, I don't know if you can tell that the burgundy is darker. Burgundy is when we got to 100 or more. So I've got a couple of burgundy ones in there, but what I've been doing is sitting down and each Sunday as I did my stripes, I've also been trying to weave in some of these ends because I'm getting pretty close to when I do the heels, and I definitely want these ends to be woven in before I do the heels. So I've got the yellow ones all done in there. I'm not sure if I have the yellow ones done on this one. They are both making progress. Yeah, all the yellow ones are here, done on this one too. So I just have these orange and burgundy to do, and so hopefully I can get some of those in. And then I've got, this is kind of a map of my foot, and there's some information on a fish lips kiss heel that will kind of tell me if I'm ready. I'm going to actually check. There's a technique she talks about on how you use this and how you make the measurements. And even if you only get it the pattern for that, it's pretty cool to learn when to start your heels. Oh, yeah. To be ready. I should be doing my heel this Sunday. So from looking at the size, what I would need to do is my colored one and then do my heel and with my white one. So that's, yeah, pretty crazy. And then it will start working up the heel. I knew I was getting close. So definitely need to try and get the whatchamacallits done. And then probably for the heels, I'm going to have to take time during the week to sorry, my things are falling all over the place. I'll have to take time during the week after this Sunday over the next week and get those heels put in so that I'm ready, so I don't get behind just because I get stuck. Especially because my son's birthday, like I said, is on Sunday. So I'm not sure if this week is going to have a burgundy or not, because I know we've been in the upper 90s. I'm just not sure how far into the 90s we've been. So anyway, I'm really excited about that too. So next up, I got some stuff. So I've been working with with Mary. Will work for yarn. We have decided to do a crochet along together. I would love it if you would like to join us in making this project. It is Mosaic Crochet. I will put the link below. And if you want to join in on us, just email us and let us know. But we've been talking about the yarn and stuff. And for the main pattern, like the original pattern, she uses a DK. But I didn't have what I needed in the DK because I wanted to do it in the rainbow that the original is. But I didn't have what I needed. What I'm using, I had to go buy red, but I have the other colors from when I did caterpillars and not this Millie Snake, but the grandkids ones I did in this Mainstays. So I went and bought the red so that I would have it. But this is a 4-weight, just basic acrylic. And like I said, I have the other colors, so I was really excited about it, but I was like, I don't have the ability right now to purchase much. Like, this was $3. That was pushing it for me. Things are really extra tight right now. I really technically should not have bought this, but I really want to do this. I have a special purpose for this blanket besides the fun of working with Mary. So, which, can I just tell you, guys, will you please say a little prayer for Mary? Her dog, 16 years and a fourth, so pretty old, just passed away. We talked about it. We talked about her dog and how old her dog was and when my dog passed away. So, knowing that she's old and she said that she didn't suffer, that's nice. That's good, because it was really hard watching my dog suffer. But Mary could use some prayers. And I tell you guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this seems to happen, but things happen in groups. I remember in the beginning of my dog getting sick, I will come back to the mosaic, by the way. In the beginning of my dog getting sick, I noticed some people on Facebook mentioning that their dogs passed away, and I was like, that's so sad. And then my dog was sick, and in the middle of it, one of my really good friends' husband passed away. And then our dog passed away, and a week after our dog passed away, my friend's dog got hit by a car and passed away. And that one is just like extra sad. Sweetest dog, and he was not even a year old. Extra sad. It was sad and hard to lose our dog, but our dog was 14 years old. Or rather, it would be 14 years old the day this is coming out, August 5th. And it's very sad that Mary's lost her dog, but like her dog's 16 years old. That's a very old dog. So it's very sad for us, but I feel like losing your puppy is even sadder, just in such a tragic way. And then a couple days ago, also my friend said that her brother had a seizure and wasn't breathing for a good 20 minutes. They basically was brain dead until they could figure out what to do with his organs, and now they're having the funeral, I think probably Monday. I just don't understand why it seems to always come in big chunks, especially when you're dealing with it yourself. I know that when my mom passed away, there was a lot of people talking about their moms and dads passing away. And the thing is, my mom passed away in April of 2020. I only know personally one person who died of COVID. My mom had cancer and died of a lung complications brought on by the cancer. And almost everybody I know who lost a parent that year had nothing to do with COVID. So it was still a lot of death in the middle of, when I was grieving. Like, why does that happen, guys? Why does it all seem to just show up in your face at the same time? Anyway, my prayers go out to Mary and anybody else who's experiencing loss right now. It's hard. Very, very hard. Okay, so what did Mary do? Mary is one of the most generous people, and many of us in the community are very well aware of Mary's generosity. And she bought me 5 of these big twists. The color is soft gray. It's a really light gray with, it's kind of a French gray. French grays have a little bit of a brown tint to them. So it doesn't, you look at it and you see gray, but it also has just like slightly brown. I actually really love this color of gray. It's my favorite color of gray. So she sent me 5 big twists to work the thing. So we're going to do this. And then the first color will be this red, which for some reason looks very tomatoey on the thing, but it's not so tomatoey in person. But I'm excited for it. So we're kind of waiting until she gets her yarn to start. So like I said, if you want to join us and you have the yarn for it, come on in. We would love to have you come play with us. Send me an email saying, hey, I would like to be a part of it. If I have people, I know some of the time, not always, but we're going to figure out times to, Mary and I are going to figure out times to be on video chat together. And I haven't talked to Mary about this, but I'm pretty sure if you want to play with us, I bet you Mary would be more than happy to let you join a Zoom with us, but we'll see. But I'm excited to start that. Also thinking to myself, what have you done, Michelle? You've got this list of things to do. What have you done? But I'm excited for it. I have a really special purpose in this mosaic Afghan. I've also never done mosaic before. I've watched videos on it, so I understand the concepts of doing the front loop, back loop. You start at one end you work all the way across and you tie it off and you start again and you work all the way across, working front loop, back loops to make the patterns, and I'm really excited about it. I think that's everything for yarny stuff. We have been shampooing floors. I've got things cleaned up so that after I'm done here, I can shampoo a section in my room. That will be very good for us. And then with the kids, I take the kids to their dad's tonight. It's Friday, by the way. And then while they're gone, I'm going to do the half of the computer, or the half of the living room that they hang out in, under the computer desk and stuff. I think doing it on Saturday makes sense because then they're not going to be around to walk on it. It'll give it a time to just, relax and stuff. So excited for that. Like I said, I've been listening to books. We have been listening to King Arthur and Her Knights by K.M. Shea. That's the one that my son is really enjoying. And like I said, we've been listening to Percy Jackson as my daughter's been reading it. We're probably halfway through book 1. I've never read Percy Jackson before. I have not watched... No, I did watch the movie, and I watched the little series that Disney put out. So it's interesting to listen and kind of compare the two. But I'm really excited for it. We're going to continue and go through the whole book series because both of my daughters have it. So my one daughter reads it, and then another daughter and my son like to follow along. So that's really cool. Currently, I'm reading a book. I think it's kind of to help you be focused on the perspective of what you have, kind of that gratitude and have thing. Because I had been praying and I was like, in my mind, I understand that we're supposed to do this, focus on what we have. And to trust that God is taking care of me and providing for me. And when I stop and look for the evidence that He is, it's there. But like keeping it in my mind has been a challenge. So I'd done this prayer and I had written out this verse that talked about Him being there and taking care of it. And He's, He's in the details, kind of a thing. And I was just kind of going through my day, and we went to the library that day, and this book's, I was like, that's an interesting book. So I looked at it, and I was reading, and he was talking about, like this idea of keeping it in your mind that God's got this thing. And it's just the way that he worded it with what I had written that morning. I was like, I have to read this book. This is like right in line with what I was praying for this morning. So I've read one chapter. The introduction has a great story. I will share with you guys right now, but I will find the book and leave it down below because I cannot remember even what the name of it is right now. I'll probably also put a picture of it up on the screen somewhere. But the introduction, I'm not going to tell you everything that happens in the book, but the introduction, he talks about a town having these couple people that went to shoemaker school. And so there was 2 shoemakers in the town. And so one of them's like, this isn't going to work. I'm going to leave town. And he goes to another town. And he gets there and all the people didn't have shoes on. And he was like, okay. And he went back home. And he told everybody, the people didn't wear shoes. There was no work for me. And then the second guy decided to go leave town. And so he went over to this town and saw that the people didn't have shoes. And what he started doing was teaching them about shoes, fitting some of the people for shoes. He would come home to visit and people would ask him how it goes. And he's like, I have so much business, I can hardly keep up. It's amazing. We're doing great work over there, kind of a thing. So the whole point of this is perspective. Both people had the same shoemaking skills. Both of them went to the same town. One of them saw people not wearing shoes and said, there's nothing here for me. The other one saw people not wearing shoes and said, here we go. I've got all the shoes. I love that, and that is so true about life. How we can, like, and some of us are wiring, and some of it's our natures, and there's so many things into it, but I want to be able to walk into a place and be like the shoemaker who saw a need. And I want to be that kind of a person who can say, I can do this. We can come up and show up and do this. And I want to be that kind of person who focuses on, this is what God's giving me. Things are hard right now, but we do have food to eat. Maybe we're scrounging, maybe we're having to be creative, but we do have food to eat, and we have resources to get food. Right now, I'm not sure how to pay the power bill this week, but right now I have power. Yay! So if I can focus on, I paid all the other bills this month. That was the only bill, and there are some resources to help with that as well. So I'm trying to focus on that, and that's part of why I'm reading this book. And so I'm excited. I know that losing our dog was very hard, but it's also been very good for us to not have the constant worry about if he's doing okay, and the need to take care of him, and kind of putting off some of the deep cleaning because, like, yeah, it's just gonna get dirty again. Why bother? To have some of them removed it's been freeing and lifting. We miss the dog dearly. Yeah. But there's also benefits and blessings in this, and I'm trying to focus on the benefits and blessings. So with that, everybody, I'm going to pull up this because I'm just so proud of it. Remember to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.